Hey everyone, it's Andrew here for OnePlus Productions, and I'm bringing you another unboxing for the Batman Miniatures game. So today we have the Flash. Get you a good pic there of him. He came out recently, fairly recently, with the new Flash and Green Arrow expansion book. So this is where they introduced the speedsters to the game. He's just a single model. Comes in this nice cool blister, easy to open. So I guess we'll just dig right in. Get a shot of that art. So what you get in the kit is, your card, picture of the model painted, and then all your stats, which we'll go over in a minute. So we'll just put that aside. Then you get the model itself. So little foam bag. Your base. This is the new style base, unfortunately. I'm not really a fan of them. They have, if you can see it in the camera, like sculpted on terrain features, and I find it's kind of a pain when you put the model in to have it sort of not be able to see where it goes into the base. I've seen some people do some good jobs with like green stuff and whatnot, so it's not too bad, but personally I'm not a fan of the new bases, so I usually switch them out. Not a big deal. So it looks like he's a three-piece model. So you get the Flash himself, his left leg, and his left arm. And also in the box, or in the blister, is a little component code. So if you're missing pieces or you got the wrong pieces, I guess it's just easier for night models to be able to get you those replacements if you have your code. So we can get some close-ups of the actual pieces. That's the wrong way. Good job. Let's see. So we have the Flash. Might not be able to get a good shot of him. There we go. There we go. So yeah, pretty cool. I like how good the sculpts are from night models. I've never really had complaints about ugly models. Some do have weird joins, like where the sockets go, but that's easily fixed. The models themselves are always really gorgeous, so this is another one. I'm actually excited to paint this guy up. I'll break up the usual things I paint, which is clowns and Batman crew guys, so I'll be able to practice my yellows and reds on the Flash. All the I guess reverse embossed details on his costume. I'll probably just stick to the regular night models paint scheme, so I'll do like yellow in those creases and then have his suit red. But really good detail. Let's see if we can get his arm and his hand. Hopefully the camera will zoom in on this. Come on. Might not be able to get it. Oh, there we go. So he has leg and his little hand. And that's just to, I guess, give that pose that he's sort of running, or from the looks of the picture though, he's just kind of sauntering along. But whatever. So yeah, cool model. Looks like it'll be a quick build. Might be a little tricky to paint with, like I said, with the yellow in those creases on his suit, but I'm sure I'll make it work. I'm not going for like super high quality as long as it looks good on the table. So I guess we'll just bust right into his stat card. So there we go. So there's the Flash. He's Barry Allen. He's a sidekick for the Batman crew. One of the new things they introduced was speed powers. So sometimes a certain character will have their own specific ones if they're a speedster. This one's sort of vanilla, so he doesn't have one. He does have some personal traits though, so he's a detective. Can't read. He has the dodge rule. He has the fast rule, which is handy since he's a speedster. He has scientific, so you can put more of your willpower points into special. And he's a speedster 6. So if you haven't actually read the expansion book yet, the speedster rules adds in a new phase to the game. It's called the speedster phase, I believe. And how that works is you start off with a pool of 10 speed counters, which is what you spend to use your speedster abilities. And each player draws a certain amount of those counters alternating back and forth. So the Speedster 6 or any number rule is how many counters you can take out per turn. So per turn, the Flash can take 6 speed points. Then he has a couple special traits. So one of them is Speed Force Master. This allows him to use 2 speed powers in a single activation, as long as you have enough counters, of course. This is really cool because you can sort of combo things, or if you need him to go really fast, you can maybe do 2 low risk speed moves instead of doing the 1 big risk one. I'm sure there's other combinations you can think of that I just am not tactically feasible enough to come up with right here on the spot, but yeah, so it's a really handy rule. Most like every other speedster, I think, except for the other version of Flash, can only use 1 speed power per turn. This allows him to do 2, so a little bit more flexible there. And then he has another special trait, Moral Compass. So this rule is, while this character is in your crew, none of your models may use coup de grace. So basically, you either want a lot of blood guys with him, or in the case of him being a Batman affiliated character, bring lots of cops with handcuffs, because when you knock people out, you won't be able to kill them, so you'll have to either arrest them or just hope they stay down. Now for his stats, they're pretty good for a sidekick, though he is coming in at 125 reputation. They're still pretty solid for this guy. So he's strength 4 plus, you know, about average for, I guess, henchmen, and low quality sidekicks. He's movement 5, which is pretty crazy. He has attack 3, so not too great, but you can beef that up a bit with some of the speedster rules or abilities. He's defense 5, which is really solid. I don't think anything's defense 6 in the game, so I think as far as this goes, it's the best defense so far in the game. And I could attest that trying to hit guys with defense 5 is really hard, and you gotta commit a lot of resources to take those down. And that pairs really well with his endurance 7, so even if you do get hits through, you better hope they're actually quality hits, otherwise, you know, he's just going to keep trucking. He has special 3. Every model has special 3. Scientific does let him get that extra special in there, although I don't know, based on his personal traits and whatnot, I don't know if you really need that extra point in special, but it's nice to have. The scientific also means he gives up an extra victory point when you kill him, but, you know, I guess that's the trade-off there. And then he clocks in at willpower 8, so just as good as a lot of leaders, better than some, in fact. He's a really cool character. I'm still trying to figure out lists and how to fit him in, but I figured for the channel and whatnot, I'll try to make this guy work. I'll probably use him as a leader for the crew, just because he does clock in at that high points level. Maybe try to find some low level either sidekicks or free agents who, you know, could help support his abilities. I don't know how true to the fluff I'll keep it, because I really don't know the Flash's fluff that well, so I'll probably just mix him in with either my favorite Nightwing or Arkham Knight Red Hood to be able to kill those guys that he can't. But I can see this guy being a really good, like, objective grabber. You know, with those speedster points, he can get across the board really fast. And once he gets there with that high defense and endurance, he's going to be super hard to get off of objectives, or he can just sort of bounce back and forth between your objectives as other enemy characters try to come in on him. So I guess that's my review for the Flash. After this, I'll do a quick show off of my finished paint scheme of this guy. So I hope you liked the video, and if you want to see more, you know, please support the channel by subscribing and liking this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot, guys.